evening, viewers, and welcome to Time with your banker and financial advisor. Last week, we deliberated on customer service and customer complaints with Reverend Mrs. Patricia Sarppo. We still have her with us in the studio this week also. This program is sponsored by EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank. Just relax and listen to our discussion. We'll be right back.
For quick and easy banking on your mobile, like checking your balance or transferring money, use our mobile banking services today. To find out more, visit us online at ecobank.com. Move on up with EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Welcome back, viewers. Mom, welcome again.
Thank you.
I thank God I got you this week. This shows how much you love me.
I know.
Last week, we concluded on the forum for customers' complaints. And you spoke at length about customers going to meet with managers and then they having an interaction with bank staff, the EcoBank short code 3225 that one can call. I hope other banks also have such facilities that are available to their customers. But you know what? We did not actually hit customer service exactly on the nail. What is customer service?
Customer service is actually being proactive to the needs of your customers, as in knowing the needs, identifying the needs of your customers, and ensuring that you meet the needs and further exceed the expectations. Okay, yeah. So basically, every banking need of the customer, okay, and the expectations of the customer. As a bank, it is important for you to be proactive to identify those needs and exceed those needs. So basically that is customer service. A service that would ensure that the customer receives the best of service, okay, has a very positive experience across all the channels. I mean, be it electronic, be it face-to-face, whatever it is. The experience, the customer should leave the service points with a smile.
I know of a bank, I don't want to mention the name, their slogan is passionate solutions. They serve their customers with passion. I hope that is the same with EcoBank.
EcoBank exceeds the expectations of its clients, and our clients are very happy.
We've spoken about customers at length. How about we, the staff? Are the staff happy with what they are doing? Because you know what, Mom, if you are happy about what you are doing, you go all out and you even exceed the expectation of the employer. Yeah. So how about bank staff?
Bank staff are expected to be happy with their work. I mean, they are supposed to enjoy what they are doing. They should be committed and they should be selfless. There's no reason why you'd want to work for an institution simply because you want to earn salary. You should be passionate about it. So I would say that bank staff should really be committed and enjoy what they are doing. That is why it is believed that bankers are well paid, because the jobs they do are very, very sensitive. So they are well taken care of by their employers, and then also they are trained adequately to be able to cater or to be able to handle the needs and expectations, of the customers, and also to improve on their skills.
But some bank staff are very rude. The way they talk to customers. Or once in a while you get a bad nut.
Yes, once in a while you could get a bad nut, and I don't think any institution should tolerate
such attitude.
Such attitude, because you see, the service delivery is intangible. So the staff member represents the product. The staff member delivers the product. So your whole attitude, towards the customer, connotes and denotes, what the customer sees. So the customer sees you. So there is no reason why you ever, as a banker, should be rude to a customer through your actions, through your words, through your deeds.
It's totally body language.
It's totally unacceptable.
As if the customer is troubling or worrying that person.
Well, then you don't need to be in the bank, because the customer pays your salary. I mean, we have to have this understanding that you are paid by the customer.
You've hit the nail right on the head.
Yeah.
Because the customer pays our salaries.
Exactly.
So we must, courteously, we must serve them.
Absolutely. And happily. Happily. Because, you see, customer service is the right of the customer to be served well. I mean, I will not, and in EcoBank, we don't serve customers well because of the competition. No. We serve our customers well because we believe that that is the right thing to do. The right thing to do is to make sure that the customer leaves your counter or your counters very happy.
And satisfied.
And satisfied. That means satisfied, exceeding the expectations. Okay, so, I mean, I do understand that sometimes there may be, things could go wrong. But that is even a huge opportunity for the bank. It gives the opportunity to the bank to correct that wrong. Okay, to prove to the customer that, look, we are there for you. So things could go wrong, but the attitude in even handling that complaint will even tell the customer that, look, this institution, is committed to the relationship.
Because some customers can really push you to the wall. I remember one customer, he just sat there, complained. I did not say a word. And then I was just smiling. He left, came back. He left shortly, he came back. I think barely 5 minutes, he came back. I said, Madam, so you don't get annoyed. So you realize that he was really provoking me, but I just kept my cool. Because that's why you've been employed.
And that's why training is important, because the customer is not angry at you. It's angry probably at the institution or about the issue.
Or about something he's particularly not happy.
Yes, about the issue. So there's no reason you should take it personally. That's the thing, So once you have that understanding and you put yourself in the shoes of the customer, you need to empathize. I mean, once that empathy is not there, there's no way you can please the customer. But you always have to put yourself in the shoes of the customer. How would you have felt if you were treated that way? Once you have that understanding, it will be a lot easier to serve customers very well.
But there are some people that are not cut for customer service.
Absolutely.
Or relationship services. No matter the training or wherever you take that person, that body language will always spell out. So I think that the best solution is to put these people at the back office.
At the back office.
Or at head office, so that they don't get in touch with customers on day-to-day basis.
Yes, that is true. I mean, naturally, if you are not a customer-facing person, there's no reason why you should interact with customers. But you see, customer service is an attitude. And I believe that wherever you are, back office, front office,
you should be able to relate.
You should be able to relate, because you have your internal customers.
Who are your colleagues?
And the internal customers would have to provide a service. Like you go to a restaurant.
Yeah.
The people in the kitchen, they are cooking. Okay.
And they are doing the job.
And they are doing, so you have to make sure that that team spirit is there and they are doing the right thing.
Yeah.
The person who comes to serve will just bring the food cooked. So whether front office or back office,
you should stand out.
You should. And have that kind of, orientation that, look, I have internal customers I have to serve, and there are external customers, and it's a chain. If the internal customer service is good, definitely the external customer service will be good. But if the back office, there are delays in the back office, the front office staff will bear the brunt of the customer.
That's it.
So I think that it's all an attitude and it's a mindset which has to be changed. Okay, so it's neither here nor there, whether you are back office or front office. You need to have that kind of positive attitude.
Yeah. Mom, integrity. I just want you to talk a little bit about integrity, because I will relate it to bank staff.
Let me put it this way. Integrity is doing the right thing, acceptable thing, even when nobody is around.
When nobody is watching.
When nobody is watching. When you have the
brother is not around.
When you have the opportunity to do something that is unacceptable. But you stand by your beliefs,
your principles.
And your principles, knowing that this is not good, and therefore you don't do it. So that is integrity. It doesn't matter where you are. That genuineness, truthfulness, sincerity, transparency, irrespective of whoever is there, that is integrity. You will not compromise what is wrong. You will not do what is unprofessional, just for your own gains. People equate life to money.
That is now.
There's this Akan
adage
that sika emoja, i.e.
Blood is money is blood.
Money is. So people see money as their life, and therefore they have come to place their lives into your hands as a banker. So once you don't handle their finances well,
you abuse that trust.
So you have to ensure that that confidence is there, and the confidence will thrive on the integrity of staff members, knowing that when I bring my 10,000, my 100,000, I will always find it in my account, which is why banks ensure that people who handle accounts are trained. You do background check. You get people to guarantee for them. They have references here and there. And above all, also, the controls. You make sure that the internal controls are also there.
So that one will not be tempted.
Even when you are tempted, you will know that you'll be caught.
Yeah.
So these are some of the things that are put in place. But
because our institution is based on trust.
Absolutely.
So if trust goes down, people will wonder why they will even have to bring their monies to us.
That was why I said sika emoja.
But customers too, they owe us also a duty of integrity.
Yes, absolutely.
What do you say to that?
No, what I believe, we have in the bank what we call KYC. Know your customer. And we bankers would expect that monies that are brought to the bank are good monies, genuine monies, not landed monies. but that's the thing, so you shouldn't just bring huge monies to the bank because you have been involved in something which is unacceptable. You understand? So that is also one responsibility.
This is interesting. Viewers, the discussion so far is based on customer service and integrity. We'll take a short break. We'll be right back after the break. This program is sponsored by EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank, and supported by Belacqua.
quick and easy banking on your mobile, like checking your balance or transferring money. Use our mobile banking services today. To find out more, visit us online at ecobank.com. Move on up with EcoBank, the Pan-African bank.
Viewers, welcome back. With me in the studio is Reverend Mrs. Patricia Sarppo. She's the president of Women of Action and the head of Marketing and Communication, EcoBank Ghana and Anglophone West Africa. She's also a renowned writer and a certified spokesperson for John Maxwell Group. Mom, you're still welcome.
Thank you.
And we are still on our discussion. we were talking about integrity. Does the customer also owe the bank integrity?
Yes, I mean, to a very, very, very large extent. You know, like I said, the kind of monies brought to the bank, I mean, should be clean monies. Let me just put it in simple terms. Should things go wrong and should the account be credited, you know, I mean, mistakenly, you have every reason, and you need to draw the attention of the bank.
My account is being
exactly
overcredited.
Exactly.
I'm not expecting this money in my account. Why is it there?
Absolutely.
But and most customers will use the money.
Most customers, but I mean, it should not be the case. And it's not even just in that area, but information. Okay, you've come for a loan, or you are coming for a loan. The information you give, is it true?
Is it true?
You know, the address you give as your house address. Is it Jenny? Are we coming to see a kiosk or an empty space? Or even if you move on, you have to advise the bank.
That okay. I used to stay in Kokomremre. Now I've moved to Lashibi or to Awoshi or here or there.
Absolutely.
So that we can keep we can follow up on you.
Exactly. You come to a bank, you give a purpose for a facility you want. You are giving the facility and then you divert the money. That's not integrity. You have a facility, it's due for payment.
You don't want to pay.
You don't want to pay, or for one reason or the other, things might have gone wrong. Just draw the attention of the bank that look, XYZ, for XYZ reasons, I'm unable to, pay the facility. The bank will be very willing to listen to you and together find a way of, resolving the issue and probably rescheduling the loan for you. So these are some of the things that are very, very important that we believe that once all our customers do that, I mean, mutually, on the side,
a very solid relationship.
Exactly, on the side of the bankers and also the customers. So integrity should be mutual.
On both sides? On
both sides.
But the onus lies on us. Customers expect that bankers should bring out their best, but they equally owe us a duty.
Absolutely. So that's why I said that it's mutual. The customers also have a responsibility to be very honest to their bankers, to be very open. Because you see, once you are open and we understand your needs, then we'll be in a better position to address those needs.
You are given an ATM card. You release the card and a PIN to your girlfriend or your wife. And then you come to the bank and tell us that somebody has taken money from your account
without your
knowledge.
Meanwhile, you have actually compromised.
That is it.
The card, and you know very well.
I faced a similar situation. Wow. But we were able to get it because the CCTV cameras were available.
I see.
And you never came back. But you have compromised your position.
Absolutely.
The trust is that as we give these things out to you, we expect that you keep them, especially your PIN.
Exclusively to yourself.
To yourself.
Yeah. So once you expose it, then of course you will have to bear the risk.
So we must deal with customers who are open. But how do we also know which customers are crooked and which are not? That's another issue.
Well, track record is there. Because, I mean, depending on what happens, the customer will be building his or her own track record. You are given a facility, you default, you don't pay. First time, second time,
Why even second time? First time, if you don't pay, you should not be given another chance, because so these are people's money.
Exactly. So you build that track record because relationship is very, very key. We for instance, in EcoBank, we believe in relationships. Some banks may probably look at transactions, but we want to build a long-standing relationship. So when you even want a facility, we want to make sure that you are generating adequate profits to enable you to service the facility.
That is it. It's not about taking the facility.
Yes, we will not impose the facility on you because we want to make money out of you. But we are thinking of your business. You have a lot of debtors on your balance sheet. And you have a lot of stock on your balance sheet.
That you have not turned over.
You have not turned over, and you are coming for money. We will advise you. Can we even help you to go and chase your debtors to pay so that you have money?
That is
what
good
about your
stock?
Service. That is good customer service. What about your stock? Why do you want to pile up more stock when you have so much stock?
What you haven't
sold. Is there a way we can help you to push your sales to give you that money to improve on your working capital? So these are ways that we help in EcoBank, and that is what we mean by relationship, not transaction. We'll give you the facility because we want the interest. No, we look at relationship because we want to build your account, so that you will benefit from your business, and then the bank will also benefit in one way or the other.
Yes, Mom.
Yeah.
We've had a very interesting discussion. Mm-hmm. But being the president of the Chartered Institute of Bankers, what are you bringing on board?
I think I'm bringing quite a lot on board by the grace of God. My vision is to continue the good work my predecessors have done and to build a world-class banking institute, learning institution for banks. So what we are trying to do is to enhance our curriculum right now. To a very large extent, some aspect of banking have become very generic, as in mobile money, electronic platforms, electronic banking is there. So what we are trying to do is to now have specialized areas of banking, so that if you are a chartered banker, you know about banking
in general,
but then you specialize. So you are a chartered banker, risk management.
Oh, okay.
You are a chartered banker, treasury management or investment. You are a chartered banker, corporate, exactly. So
this chartered banker, solely investment.
Chartered banker, microfinance. Nice. So these are some of the things we are going to do going forward in 2018. That is where we are moving to. One other thing also we are looking at is supporting the central bank. We believe that the microfinance industry is really helping the economy, and there's a lot we can bring to the table. So we've recently even had some discussions with the central bank on how we can also support by offering training, by getting them certified, having specialized courses for them so that they will have their employees come and, benefit from some of the training courses that we have. Also, as part of what I'm bringing to the table is the mentoring program for all the associates in the industry. Some of us have been in banking for years. And
seasoned bankers.
And there are certain things which are so tacit. I mean, you probably may not even get them in a book. But if you have a mentor, the mentor can advise you and coach you. And then also, we're also looking at having our ultra-modern learning center. We've had a lot of discussions with some stakeholders, and we believe that very soon we've already cut the sod for the building, and that should also be taken starting very, very soon. So there are a lot of things that most of them or some of them too are internal. They are just for the consumption of, the ACIBs, which we are looking at how we can improve on so many things, but I think generally it's been very, very good. We have a very good secretariat, a very good team, members of the council, very excellent, very cooperative. So the industry should expect more.
Is it a must that bankers should be part of ESCO or top executives of banks? Is it a must?
No, I mean, if you train a banker, you have a very good asset, because the person is knowledgeable. So once you churn out a banker, obviously the person should be in the managerial level. Okay, so it depends on which departments constitute ESCO. Okay, but it's a process, because you could be a chartered banker. You probably might have had maybe just 5 years banking experience. You still need to walk through the process, and your performance will also determine. But by and large, once you have the ACIB, you are cut out to do, the best and what the bank would want or expect from a true banker.
Last word for the general public.
Well, the last word for the general public, I just want to say, is that the Chartered Institute of Bankers has a lot of plans for the industry, and we have churned out a lot of ACIBs to help banks to operate impressively. Also, in view of customer service, which my hostess is so passionate about, some of the things that we are doing, especially in EcoBank, is our digital platforms, where we have the EcoBank mobile app, where you just have it on your phone. You can, do whatever business, move money from one account to the other, buy airtime, etc. You don't need to come to the banking hall. It is also there. We have our internet banking also available. We have ATMs all over. We have our POSs all over. And we are even talking about what we call the QR code, which is also in the pipeline. So as much as possible, transactions that can be done on these platforms on our phones, we just have to take advantage of that, and then that will save us the time.
Thank you for making yourself available.
Okay.
Viewers, join us next week on another episode of Time with Your Banker and Financial Advisor, sponsored by EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank. I'm your host and banker, Betty Ayi.